Hold it even tighter because it's an evil world we live in. Hi, my name is Cece, aka C the Unknown, and you're watching Channel C. That's right, I rebranded and I make fitness videos now. Nobody cared, but I'm saying it anyway. So I made this tweet like I think a week ago or something obviously about the topic of virginity. So I'm gonna react to that, to what people wrote in that tweet. I mean, what people wrote as replies to that tweet, etc. And, you know, tell you a bit, make you understand my mind a bit more. Alright, so, you know, I think I should just start off by saying that, see, if you're like me and you only really talk to people that actually like you, like, in the romantic sense, so, like, it's not gonna be the first thing that they mention to you, like, hey, yo. They're not gonna go to you the same way people who just want to be will, where it's like, yo, why don't we just go to a hotel? They're not just gonna dive into it because it's not the only thing they want. They don't want you to think that that's the only thing they want. But then, you know, everybody can lie. When I say virgin, I'm really just referring to the main act. You get me? Yeah, I didn't say I hadn't done anything else. I just said I hadn't done that. So somebody posts a picture that says V card with the caption Bomba Clat, because that's what we're now using to replace Scope Batumana. I'm like, I'm holding it tight because people lie too much and I'm genuinely scared. I was just like, it's true, but it's also like, you know, you just type something like the tweets that you don't think about. Someone was like, dead ass. That's why I'm waiting till marriage. That's cool. Yeah, be proud of that. I mean, I'm not necessarily holding mine till then. I don't know. I'm just kind of, until I feel happy and confident to try this shit again. Because if you saw my last video, you'll see that the guy tried to make everything seem like it was my fault, even though this person could not turn me on for the life of it. And he tried to put it in dry. And then, like, he has this proper angry look of frustration on his face afterwards when he realized the shit just isn't working. And that scared me. It's like every time that this person would come over afterwards, it's like, I don't know, that image stayed with me. Hold it even tighter because it's an evil world we live in. And then I was like, that's true, because it is. But then people lie about anything just so that, you know, I'm not completely naive. Like, hold it till you're ready. That's what I'm doing. That's really just it. Ready doesn't really mean Hollywood scene with the roses on the bed, etc. Although I would like it to be like that. Roses on the bed with someone who is my man. But like, yeah, that wasn't necessarily what I meant. But I'm not opposed to it. Like, someone was like, hope it's worth the wait. And so I was like, there's more to life, love. Then she's like, oh, I don't like living my life out of fear, though I guess we could say the same thing about you. And so I was like, how about you do life your way and I keep doing it mine. So she's like, oh, I'm not trying to fuck you anyway, just passing by, it is the internet and all. And so I just left it because that was I went on that person's profile and I read the tweets and they were all really weird and overtly sexual, and she said something about 14-year-olds beating, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't the kind of person I should reply to in the first place. Everybody, you just keep doing life your way, huh? I'll keep going my way. Like, I've noticed there are two groups of people that get really upset about these, because, you know, I've tweeted about this before, even though it's funny because I'm only really talking about me. I don't believe anyone's a hoe just because you lost at this age or that age or whatever. So, but the people who get super upset are girls who didn't enjoy their actual first experience, and then guys who I was not going to let touch me with a 10-foot pole anyway. Those are the main people, yeah. for the most part. Yeah, those are the main people that try and like talk me out of it, and it's like, what are you going to gain from it? At the end of the day, I don't find you attractive. Like, you're a woman, so like, what is it that you gain? I thought sexual liberation was supposed to be about both sides. Both the people who want to, you know, be everybody that they find attractive, and the people who just want to, you know, it's not even reserve yourself. It's more like, just, well, not. That's it. I didn't say I was best here because I was more holy than you. I'm not Saint Cece. Although, there are a lot of times I've debated joining a convent, including when I went to Lourdes, and nuns can have YouTube channels. I found out. I've seen. Someone's like, I felt there's two people last time saying they don't got none, or how many bodies they got. Yeah, everybody lies. Even though it's hard to hold back from losing it, but it's worth keeping. It's worth keeping until you're ready. That's all I can say. I'm not saying, I don't think anyone should really chase. I mean, I feel like you should have something that you want in mind, a situation that you'd be happy to experience this in, but I don't feel as though that it has to be like picture perfect. Because obviously, you know, since I've had someone in my bed and had this flop, I know that it's not going, even if I'm rich, it wouldn't be picture perfect. It's not gonna be like the most perfect scene out there. Stuff gonna hurt, stuff's gonna smell weird. Apparently somebody says something about smell, and I'm like, huh, ew. Yeah, sweat, wet patches, and other strange things. So it's like, yeah, I am, you know, somewhat aware. I don't live in dreamland. And then, this nigga that I used to follow, setting yourself up for major heartbreak. Then I was like, as if giving it to some random is gonna make it hurt less. I tried that. This guy couldn't get in, and then tried to tell me that there was something wrong with my body when he couldn't turn me on. So how? Like, yeah, because the whole plot is to try and convince you. I've been through this a couple times. The whole plot is to try and convince you that, you know, you should lose it to a trusted male friend, i.e. them. And it's like, we've tried that. That was literally what got me scared in the first place. That's the thing that scared me. What I'm saying that I'm scared of in regards to people lying is that people who talk like they have more experience than they do. A lot of older guys are putting this into perspective for me, and it's starting to really make me believe that this person lied about how much they knew. Like, even if they had, you know, before, either they're not exactly as good as they're saying, or they don't have as many buddies as they're saying. Because it's like, I thought more equals more trustworthy, and since this person was a failed link, I was thinking, okay, so you'd still have enough feeling for me to care if you were hurting me, if nothing else, right? Wrong. As in, the hurt doesn't come from the physical action. Yeah, it does, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking like, you're not listening to me and telling you stuff and telling you this hurts and telling you you're not turned on and you're not exactly listening. Well, first, you picked a guy that lacks emotional sensitivity. No, this person was actually very emotionally intelligent, I can't lie, which is what hurts more, because it's like, now I know he did it on purpose. Then, it's like, oh, and if you put your V card on a pedestal and if it don't work out, then you're gonna be heartbroken. Person don't need to be random. They can be a casual friend who knows how to please a woman. Of course, I've already just explained that and why that doesn't work. Then I was just explaining that that's exactly what this person was, because I use the word random because obviously I no longer, I don't know, with me, once feelings die, it's like, I don't know, I feel indifferent towards you. I don't want to carry on conversations, but like, I don't want you to get hit by a bus or anything. I'd just rather we weren't friends. because like his one wasn't normal. This was like somebody lying and like physically hurting you, even if they didn't exactly mean to, and it's frustration or whatever. It's like I still feel pain and scared till this day about certain things I don't really want to. Like, well, you chose poorly, but that's understandable, seeing as a virgin. Creating someone else's sexual chemistry won't be easy. I'm like, oh, trust me, I know what that is. I know who I have chemistry with and who I don't. To me, it's all about if they can turn you on, and if they can't, then nothing else can go right? So I definitely know who can do that. But anyway, yes, all relationships do have the risk. Yeah, because I said every relationship has the risk of not working out. All of them. Yeah, all relationships do have the risk, but if you keep your V-cut as the price, you're setting yourself up for major heartbreak. I said I'm holding on to it because people lie. How is that making it the price? You're waffling. You're not going to sway my mind. Because really, how is that making it the price? Like, it's not a prize for dating me. I just said I wasn't ready. Nobody's trying to sway your mind. Secondly, it is implied that you're making a prize because you're scared people lie so much, meaning that's indirectly a prize for someone you trust. You might as well wait until marriage. That's my point. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't really know. It's not always in the forefront of my mind, you know. I tend to think about other things, like all the romantic things that, you know, would come first, that traditionally come first. And then videos of ducks quacking, Pingu episodes, tweets, Virgil van Dijk, because I think he's very handsome. A whole bunch of things come to my mind before that. I can't lie. Even if she chooses to view her virginity as a prize, there's nothing wrong with that. That is true. There is nothing wrong with that. Do what you like and how you view your body. Shit. I view my piece as a prize, but don't be surprised if niggas scheme to try and get prizes. The game is a game, hence I said you're setting yourself up for potential heartbreak. Obviously, I had stopped writing. And like, why was there some like... Yo, but my biggest question was, why was there some like some girl who looked like she was about 12, in here liking this? That's I'm just looking like, and like, I don't know. The way I see it, when I see girls liking certain things like that, that are more against other girls' beliefs and for guys, is like, I see you as a sad individual. I can't lie. I don't think I have to explain that one, because you're siding on something. This isn't like men are trash or all men suck, etc. This is like something that doesn't really have to do, directly with a man. This is literally about me. Some of the people around me make me feel like a dork for keeping mine. And so I was like, yeah, same. They call me childish. Being called childish for, holding on to it. This is a little bit, it's kind of annoying. But I am childish for most things. But it's like, dude, what the fuck? Because if there's one thing I realized in life, is that all the stuff that you want exists. It's just a question of whether you're willing to wait for it. Because people who didn't get to have that thing, usually people wanted that thing and didn't get to have it, will always try and convince you that it doesn't exist. I've seen it play out with a bunch of different things. Forget this. So it's like, why bother listening to them? But yeah. Point is, you're not going to get me to change my mind. That's it. Bye. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. What's the other one? Oh yeah, share too.